Viewers, we are looking at a complete chaotic situation across airports in India. This is breaking news within the IndiGo, as we are referring to it. Passenger chaos prevails across airports, with Delhi Airport now issuing an advisory to passengers, wherein IGI, the Indira Gandhi International Airport that is, has come out to say, and I quote, few IndiGo flights affected. Efforts on to minimize disruptions. Passengers asked to check status with the airlines. This is what we are learning at this given point. These are the very advisories that's being issued at Delhi. Again, remember earlier we will bring to you information with regards to how there's an advisory that's been issued by the airport authorities itself, assuring the passengers that yes, all assistance will be provided to them, but more importantly, the operations shall in fact resume steadily in some time. But again, the situation at the Delhi airport seems to be quite to the contrary, as we have been bringing to you hourly reports from across airports, not just Delhi, but Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bengaluru. All these airports we have been keeping a very close tab of since the last few days in terms of what exactly is the situation like. Now, if we speak of the first 3 days when cancellations in fact were a buzz and almost 1,000 flights had been cancelled just in the matter of 3 days. We had seen several passengers even protesting. They were angry, they were panic-stricken without any clarity from the airlines in terms of what exactly is happening. But now there are advisories coming in. However, the situation on the ground seems to be quite contrary to what the advisory or even the statements being issued by the airline themselves seem to be suggesting. So right now, Shreya Chatterjee joining me from the Delhi International Airport itself. Shreya, a very good morning to you. And yes, we are back with hourly updates for our viewers from the airport as to what the situation is. Now, this very advisory that's been issued that says that, you know, the airlines will keep them informed. They're trying to resume operations steadily. A lot of things have been said by the IGI airport in this very advisory, that they're trying to assist passengers as much as possible. What are you picking up? Is that indeed the case at the Delhi airport?
Bangalore. Shreya, you know, it's really disturbing to actually cover this chaos, because people are really coming to us as well in hope that there will be some sort of assistance given to them. I have one such lady. Ma'am, what's your age? आपकी उम्र कितनी है?
मेरी 48 मतलब 58
58 है। और आप अपनी मेडिकल चेकअप के लिए आए थे?
जी डेली आई थी, गंगाराम में चेकअप करवाई, अपना मेडिसिन सब ली, उसके बाद फ्लैट में चले हो गया तो चली जाती हूँ। बुक करवाई, लड़का को फोन किया, वो करवा दिया। यहाँ बुक कर दिया था, मतलब फ्लैट पे आती जाती नहीं हो, मतलब समझ में नहीं आता। तो
2 दिन से भटक रहे हो?
ये 2 दिन से भटक रहे, लोग समझ नहीं रहा। देखिए गलत नंबर दे दिया, आप कॉल कर रही हूँ लग नहीं रहा, ऊपर से 18,000 का टिकट है।
ये नंबर भी क्या आपको क्या बोल रहे हैं?
बोल रहा है कि आप कॉल बात करो, आपका टिकट फ्लैट तो निकल चली गई है, आप मिस कर गए।
So, you know, this lady, she was rescheduled with another flight. She had no information that when the flight will take off. They've just given her a number where the number is not really reachable. She is a lady who came for her knee checkup. आपकी घुटनों में दिक्कत है?
दोनों घुटनों में दिक्कत, चल नहीं पा रही हूँ। 2 दिन से एयरपोर्ट में घूम रही हूँ।
अकेले हो आप?
अकेले हूँ।
You know, these are the kind of stories we're reporting right now from the airport. The chaos is such that it's almost touched all the lives who've been affected by this flight. Cancellations, rescheduling, they're not even getting exact information, Shreya. We do understand that this is a crisis situation. The IndiGo will take some time to actually get everything back to normal. But what these people at least deserve is some clarity on when their flights are getting rescheduled, when the flights will take up. One phone call to them, okay, this is your timing that your flight will get fly out. These are information they need. If not, remember, this is one lady who's flying alone. She's left in lurch. She doesn't know what to do. She's been given only one phone number by IndiGo, and that phone number is not reachable. So these are real stories, very different from advisories being put up. Real lives still affected here at the IGI airport.
Very true, Shreya, and it's disturbing indeed. A woman constantly, in fact, moving around in the airport for the last 2 days. You can imagine, viewers, the kind of distress she might be, and it could be heard in her voice when she was explaining that she'd come to Delhi for her treatment, but then now once she has to go back, she seems to be stuck at the very airport. Shreya, we'll keep coming back to you for more reports and updates and such voices which indeed capture what exactly is happening on the ground as we speak. Very different situation from the advisory which we are in fact bringing to you from the IGI airport itself in Delhi. But with that, viewers, we have more breaking news coming into this very story. Let's quickly take a look. Now, politics has also been snowballing on this matter, with the Congress attacking the centre over the IndiGo chaos. Congress has now come out to say that passengers have been inconvenienced. Sharp rise in ticket prices by airlines. Centre must be monitoring air prices. The persistent flight disruptions being experienced with IndiGo is a matter of deep concern. These repeated delays and cancellations have caused considerable inconvenience to thousands of passengers who depend on reliable air travel for work, family commitments and essential plans. This is what we are learning at this very point, viewers. Yes, this indeed is an issue that has been underway for the last 3 days now, and this is the kind of situation that we are looking at, while there are airlines like the SpiceJet coming in to say that yes, we will be adding more flights at this given point in this very situation to help IndiGo out in their crisis. The situation still remains that the prices are soaring with each passing, not day but hour as we speak. And that is what the Congress has come out to slam at this point. And let us tell you, this is a very real situation that we are seeing panning out. Air prices have been soaring across the country. In fact, some places we'd even seen Delhi to Mumbai flights costing up to 80,000 rupees. That is the kind of situation. So yes, what is the Civil Aviation Ministry currently doing to put a check on that, to standardize those rates at this given point? That remains to be a big question, because yes, there seems to be no solution at this point in terms of streamlining the flights for IndiGo. But if other airlines are indeed coming in, jumping in to help the current situation, to help the stranded passengers, where indeed are they helping out? Is making these prices hiked at a crisis situation like this indeed helping these passengers who are stuck at airports, for people who would come in for treatment, people who've been traveling for functions, people who have important appointments? Where do they go? That is the question. Students that have been stuck in these airports for the last 2-3 days that we are seeing, where do they go? That is the big question at this given point. While yes, there have been questions with regards to what led to this very crisis, but how is the crisis being solved on the very ground right now? That remains to be a bigger question that seems to be on the rise at this very point as we speak. Yes, this is the Congress attacking the centre at this point on the IndiGo matter, and this is where we are. Also, let us take you through the developments that have taken place so far into the very situation over the last few days. IndiGo faces severe turbulence with over 1,000 flights cancelled, leaving passengers stranded across major airports. 19 IndiGo flights have been cancelled at Ahmedabad Airport, while 6 flights have been cancelled at Thiruvananthapuram Airport. 29 domestic flights scheduled for departure have been cancelled at Chennai Airport. Meanwhile, Delhi Airport has issued passenger advisory informing that IndiGo operations are steadily resuming. IndiGo CEO Pieter Elbers has apologized for the chaos, saying the airline is rebooting and rescheduling its systems and expects operations to stabilise by 15th of December. Now, as disruptions deepen, it is Aviation Minister Mohan Naidu who has blamed IndiGo's mismanagement and has ordered a high-level probe to identify the accountability. SpiceJet MD, as we were just telling you a little while back, Ajay Singh has stepped in, extending assistance and adding extra flights to reduce passenger inconvenience. Indian Railways too have also come to the rescue and have added extra coaches across 37 trains and is planning special services to handle the passenger rush at this point. But this is where it all is standing, a complete chaotic situation across airports in India. Let's quickly take a look at the reactions.
The ministry has been thoroughly engaging from day one. So in the initial, when we have seen a lot of delays happening with the IndiGo operations, then we have engaged with them. We have told them to take all the necessary steps to ensure normalcy within the next 2 days. We have instructed all the airport operators, all the people who are on the ground interacting with these passengers to be sympathetic, to be empathetic, to understand and to use the right communicative language, because there is a lot of frustration also because of the delays, and people have been waiting for a huge amount of time at the airports also.